اوكي بالنسبة لهذا السؤال اوكي بقول لك solve the following equations. أول شيء نطلع على هاي بما أنها x to the power of 4 it's an even number. إذا الجواب النهائي تبع x لازم يكون فيه plus or minus. اوكي هاي أول شغلة لازم نتذكرها. بس إذا كانت x to the power of 5 ما في داعي، مش مهم، يعني ما بيطلعش x equals plus or minus بس بالايفن نمبرز. فعلشان نحل هذا الكويشن نحكي divide by 2 divide by 2 بيطلع x to the power of 4 equals 81 if you divide this by 2. هلا أنا بعرف إنه 81 اللي هي نفسها 3 to the power of 4، فبصير x to the power of 4 equals 3 to the power of 4. So I raise both sides to the power of 1 over 4. وهي الشغلة اللي بدنا نتعلمها إحنا اليوم، إنه you can raise the equation to the power of whatever you like that suits your need. The reason why I raise it to the power of 1 over 4 so that I can cancel this with this. Okay, sorry. Okay, and this with this. That means x equals plus or minus 3. And the reason we put plus or minus 3 لأنه أنا هون عندي even power. This is an even power. Okay, let's check the mark scheme. Look at the mark scheme. Okay, this is the mark scheme. As you can see, plus or minus 3. تمام. For the second question. Okay. هنا x to the power of 5 minus 32 equal to 0. فأنا بعمل plus 32 plus 32 to both sides of the equation. بنقول 32 to both sides of the equation. فبتصير هون هي plus 32 مثلا ناخذ هون we say plus 32 plus 32. فبتصير x to the power of 5 equals 32. What is 32? 32 isn't it 2 to the power of 5? Yes. فبتصير عندي هون x to the power of 5 equals 2 to the power of 5. Now, in order to get rid of this 5, I raise both sides of the equation to the same power, اللي 1 over 5. Benefiting from the power of a power we multiply so that we can cancel the 5, the exponent 5 above the x. So this with this cancels out. So you're left with what? X equals, and this with this cancels out, with x equals to 2. Let's check the number, the mark scheme. As you can see, it is 2. Now part C, this one. Again, so this is an even power, all right? This is an even power. So the answer راح يكون فيه plus or minus. So let's work with this out. So x to the power of minus 2 equals, what is 16? 16, it is 4 to the power of 2. Now if I raise both sides of the equation to the power of minus half. The reason I'm raising it to the power of minus half so that this minus and this minus cancel out, with half by 2 cancel out. So you're left with x equals 4 to the power of minus 1. That means x equals plus or minus 1 over 4. Plus or minus 1 over 4, as you can see. You know, بالIB, remember, you're not allowed to have a negative exponent. You should always make it positive. That's why we flipped it. We took the reciprocal of it. Here 1 over 4. Okay. Let's check the mark scheme. زي ما شايفين mark scheme. There's our answer. Okay. Going back to the question D. Now this one. So let's rewrite this question. Okay, so we can write this question as excuse me, 8 over x cubed. So what I did is I took the whole thing and I flipped it. Okay, and why didn't I take the 8? Because the 8 has no negative power. بس X that has the negative power. So I only flip the numbers that only have a negative power. Okay. This is equal to, oops, let me put this down. Any questions? Okay, this is equal to 8 to the power of 3 x to the power of 3. What I did, excuse me, is I distributed the power. Then we distribute the power among multiplication. So now you can cross multiply, but before we cross multiply 1 8 is cancelled. هاي بتصير 2 لأنه I took 8 one of it. فشو بتصير هون عندنا cross multiplication بتصير x to the power of 3 times x to the power of 3 times 8 equals to 1. Okay. Now x to the power of 3 times x to the power of 3. Okay. 8 squared, sorry. That is x to the power of 6. Okay. Equals 1 over 8 squared 64. This is, so what is 64? Can I write it as, this is x to the power of 6. 64 is the same as 1 over 2, all of it to the power of 6. So now I can raise both sides. Now remember, this is an even power. Both sides to the power of 1 over 6. Both sides to the power of 1 over 6. Look what we get. We get this and this cancels out. That means x equals plus or minus half. That's the answer. Now let's check the mark scheme. Look at the mark scheme. Exactly. See? They did it in a different way, but again, we get the same answer. Okay? Now for the last part, okay, which is this one, part E. Look how we're going to do part E. First of all, you can simplify. Divided by 27, 1 divided by 27, it's 3. So 1 over x squared equals 3x. So cross multiply, that means x cubed equals 1 over 3. Cube root, you can say cube root. That means x equals 1 over cube root of x. Done. Cube root of 3, I mean, sorry. Or if you want to raise it to the power of 1 over 3, to raise it to the power of 1 over 3, the same thing. So let's look at the mark scheme. So the answer is 1 over cube root of x. Take a look at the mark scheme. 1 over cube root of 3. Done? Done.